Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Mid-State Technical College. Spring into your future at mstc.edu. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, here today visiting with Auburndale Eagles girls basketball coach Dale Aue. Coach, just before we begin, let's just remind the audience how many years you've been coaching varsity basketball at Auburndale and what in the world keeps coming back every year.
This is my fourth year at Auburndale. Why I come back every year. Love the game. We got a good group of girls in Auburndale. The youth program is growing well, so it's going to be interesting the next couple of years.
So kind of put a bow on last year a little bit, fell in a sectional semifinal last year to a team that ended up going to state on a kind of a wild buzzer beater. I don't know if you saw that 2 days later or not, but you're in a sectional semifinal. It's a pretty successful season. Of course, a lot of times you always want more, and I give you that, but pretty successful season. How do you, when you think of last year, how do you kind of grade or remember last year?
Up and down. To me, it was up and down. We weren't consistent night in and night out. That to me stands out the most.
Had the one senior last year, just kind of maybe a final thanks to your lone senior from last year?
Yep, Leah Hamas, she was a great senior. She'll be missed this year, that's for sure. Yeah.
Senior leadership, we'll begin to talk about this year's team now, and this year's seniors. To me, especially in your sport, those seniors can be a coach on the floor when you're on the bench, and maybe there's not any timeouts, or you need to really keep that one, and you need those girls out on the floor to continue what you've told them to do, and they're the ones who probably should be doing it. What kind of responsibility do you put on your seniors on game day?
A lot. It was different last year, only having one senior. This year we have 6. Mm-hmm. So we have some good leaders in our 6 this year that voice their opinion regularly and pick things up when things need to get picked up. So, yeah, that's nice to have.
Your conference, Marywood South, it's tough.
Yes.
Tough conference. Edgar looks to be on the up right now. You've got a team in Wisconsin Rapids that's been to state 2 years in a row. You've got Stratford probably going to be on the upswing, and others. And as soon as I start naming names, they're going to be like, you didn't talk about my school. But the conference is tough. How do you think your Eagles fit in the Marywood South?
Oh, I think we're right in the mix. You got to show up every night to play in the conference game. You don't, you're done. Nobody's an easy game. They're all tough games. Yeah,
so tell us about that, because practice preparation has got to lead to the game day. It's a tough physical conference. You're not going to get a lot of whistles. You're going to be told to play through it. How do you communicate that to the girls during practice?
Our practices are physical. We have alumni back regularly. They don't take it easy on us. So we practice for the physicality of the game.
And now I'm gonna miss some names here, and again, that's always a risk when you say one name. You're gonna miss some, but Anna Marie and Grace, you've got a Grimm coming back. What are the strengths of the team? Especially when I mentioned those 2 or 3 names right there.
Our outside shooting's got a lot better. Outside shooting, our quickness. It'll be a different dynamic than it was last year, even though we only had one senior. It's just a different game this year for us.
As the season goes on, or maybe even as it starts, what's 1 or 2 names that people may not know right now that you think they're probably going to start to hear about when the season kicks off?
I expect a lot out of Lily Hasenauer, who's a senior, who played for us last year, but she's really worked hard all summer. I would think Maya Krang, Sammy Stanton. We missed Sammy Stanton last year. She was out with an injury. She's getting back into the swing of things. She'll be a lot of minutes, good input for us. The 6 seniors will play a lot. I mean, They play together. Those 6 seniors play well together. So, and we'll mix some of the younger ones in.
You talked about the strength of your conference. Have you and the girls had a chance to talk about goals yet for the season and conference championship? Is that one of those that you have?
It is one of the goals. That was the first goal they got. Is conference championship, and like I said before, you got to show up every night because it's a tough road.
Yeah, it certainly is. The first month of the season, 'cause sometimes you're still kind of feeling out, here's what we did in practice, here's what's happened in the game, and you're thinking during the game, here are some things we're going to need to already practice on before the game. This game's already done. What are some ways that people that are watching your games early on, say that first month, the first 5-6 minutes, how will they know that things are going according to Coach Aue's plan? How will people watching know that, yep, we're headed the way that Coach wants us to go right now?
That's different. We tweaked a lot of things this year, so the first month for us will probably be pretty rough. And we have some tough games early on. So, I don't know, I think a month from now you'll see us just gel a lot better. We changed a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, for us, I think it's just going to take a little time.
People around Auburndale are passionate about sports and passionate about basketball in Auburndale as well. I kind of give you a moment here to tell people to come and watch your team play. I think we kind of got out of the in-person habit a couple of years ago, so it's, everybody come back to the gym, but how important is it to have people there in the gym supporting you and the girls?
It's huge. It's huge to have the big crowd behind you. I mean, when I played, gyms were packed, and you don't see that too much anymore because of whatever. Everybody's got a camera in their gym, so, a lot of people stay home. The weather's not right or whatever, but it's huge as a player to have that big crowd behind you. So, yeah, I would encourage everybody to come out.
It seems funny to talk about, this will be the last one here, Coach. It seems funny to talk about playoffs, and the season hasn't even begun yet, but with computerized seating now, your record matters, the record of who you played matters, so all those things kind of come together. And as I said, your conference, there'll be some teams with some good records out there, yet you all got to play each other, so you kind of knock each other down every now and then. But how important is it to you to play in the type of tough conference that you do play in to get you playoff ready?
It's huge, But I know a lot of teams, they go out and look for tough games before the playoffs. We don't have to do that. It's huge to be in a competitive conference like we are. It's a huge advantage in the postseason.
Yeah, teams from all different divisions in that conference, I think is what makes it special. And then just that Merriwood pride, that thing that makes that conference go, and it's a fun one to watch.
Yeah, we always fish around for a D2 game if we can get one, or we always look to improve. So yeah, it's hard. They're hard to get though.
All right, again, you've been watching Coach on the Couch. My name is Jason Zaleski, and big thanks to Auburndale Eagles varsity coach Dale Aue. Coach, good luck on the season.
Thank you.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.